Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you all for being here. In 2019, the U.S. Transportation Command conducted a no-notice readiness exercise to test the organic surge fleet capacity to quickly mobilize for war. Out of 61 ships, just 27 were ready for sea after 120 hours. These vessels are over 40 years old, and readiness rates are likely declining further as they age, obviously. Previously, the department has indicated that it plans to rely on contract shipping to supplement logistics needs. So the question is, do you think that international shipping companies now will risk access to the Chinese market to support the U.S. in a conflict? I suppose that's for Dr. Ratner.
Congressman, this is Admiral Aquilino. If I could throw in here first. First of all, I thanked Congressman Courtney and the committee for the support to the TSP program. Completely effective. I also endorse General Van Oost's and Admiral Mewbourne's ability to go ahead and prove to us whether or not the system can respond. I think we highlighted some challenges that we have to fix. In my conversations with the CNO, he's working towards increased sea lift, the sustainability, the readiness, but all of those that come together help us to realize the distributed nature and the agile logistics that we need. So I don't know if I want to go hypothetically at your question. What I would say is we're doing the right things to ensure that those capabilities are ready, available when we need them.
That's good. Dr. Ratner, would you add anything to that?
I would just say, Congressman, we've received a number of questions during the hearing today and yesterday in the classified setting about these questions of logistics and contested logistics. It's an area of focus for the department and one that you'll be seeing reflected in both the National Defense Strategy and the FY23 budget.
Very good. Let me move on to something else, and I suppose any of the three of you could respond to this, but each of us, we all regularly see now the condemnation of Putin by Western governments and the media, certainly now, but our exposure to the perspectives of the Indo-Pacific nations is more limited here. So do you have insights for us on how Putin's invasion of Ukraine has affected Indo-Pacific perspectives on the American-led international order and the West's resolve to confront aggression in the Pacific? And I'm chiefly interested in nations of India, Thailand, Vietnam, other development partners, but also obviously would love to hear about our treaty allies, South Korea and the Philippines. And I apologize if y'all tread some of this ground already. Many of us have multiple hearings this morning, so we're bouncing in and out. But would any of you want to jump in on that?
Yeah, Congressman, I would. Again, I can't tell you at this point what the PRC has learned from watching the European issue. What I would say is I think I'm seeing the right lessons that we'd like to learn. Number one, the investment of blood in order to prosecute this illegal event. Second, the international condemnation and the unwillingness to accept it. And third, the drastic economic impacts to the people. Those are the right lessons should this switch over to the Indo-Pacific region, and I think I'd leave it there.
Yeah, Congressman, General LaCamera, I can tell you that Ukraine asked the ROC for military and non-combat items, and they're providing $10 million in humanitarian assistance. And this economic impact is caught what the Russians, they're now an unfriendly nation, the ROC is. So there's $12.5 billion in energy resources from Russia to the Republic of Korea. So it is having an impact on Korea.
Let me ask one more question, and I'll direct this to Dr. Ratner. I'm not sure how much time I have left, but I'm just curious, and I guess we all are interested in knowing what investments we need to make in our allies and partners to protect against vulnerabilities that China may exploit in an effort to prevent them from offering us support in a conflict. And what specific investments in our defense industrial base, for example, can we make that would simultaneously reduce the dependence of our allies and partners on Chinese technology and manufacturing and finance, and also enhance our readiness?
Congressman, time is running out here before the chairman cuts me off. I'll just say we are engaged in multiple discussions with allies and partners specifically on the types of asymmetric capabilities that we think they need to best deter and deny PRC coercion and aggression.
Very good. I'll yield back. I appreciate
Gentleman's
it.
time has expired. Ms. Houlihan is recognized for